Hello all. I am actually doing a tutorial that I already did before. I recorded it and somehow magically lost everything I did, even though I was in great detail. So I'm gonna do it again. Excuse my lighting. I'm in a hotel room right now, but you do see me good enough. You see my hair. This is freshly shampooed hair. Um, it's probably like been over a month and a half since I relaxed my hair, hence why my edges are not really straight, but it's okay. What I'm about to do is I'm going to do extended ponytail. I'll insert the pictures of my finished results and how it looked before me taking it down and doing it again. But what I'm going to do is, because my hair is not straight, I'm going to straighten my hair with my flat iron, and then after I flat iron it, then I'm going to go back in and install the actual ponytail. Okay, so let me straighten it and then I'll come back. But if you hear extra added noise in the background, it's my nephew, so ignore that. Like I said in the previous clip, I did record this tutorial before, but as soon as I went to edit, I noticed that I didn't have any footage, so I'm doing this again. So if you look at the clips that I will insert at the end of this video, you will tell that I have a center part. That's how I originally wanted it, but then when I decided to do it again, I decided I wanted to do a side part. Now, I could have added hair extensions with this side part, but I chose not to because I didn't want to add too much glue onto my hair since I was already gluing down the ponytail. Well, excuse me, the hair extensions once I put the ponytail in. So what I'm doing is just making sure I get this part correct and just slicking down my hair. I'm using a little bit of gel, a Got To Be Goo gel, and a little bit of hairspray and a little bit of oil to slick this hair down. And you'll see me comb and mold and comb and mold and comb and mold until I get it exactly the way I want it. Again, I could have added hair extensions, but I decided I did not want to put excess glue on my hair. Now, this is a side note that I did not say at the back end of the video, is that once you finish the entire look, once you've braided the braid in with the synthetic hair and added the hair weave to it, the hair, once you fill the ponytail, you will feel the braid. So it kind of feels hard, like a horse tail. It looks nice and smooth and cute and sleek. However, the ponytail itself, if you touch it, it feels like a horse tail. Don't ask me why. Well, I know why. It's because the synthetic hair underneath, including the glue, makes it hard. So just beware of that little tidbit. Just wanted to let you know that, because I know in prior tutorials that I've seen, nobody stated that. So if you can see, there goes my brother. He's butting into my video, acting crazy as always. But I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there to let you know that it does feel kind of weird when to touch. So after I've put all the products on, I am using my flat iron to kind of seal it down. So again, I use the gel and the hairspray and the oil, and that's just making sure that it's just laying those pieces down, because again, I'm in a hotel, so I am very limited on the supplies that I do have on hand with me. So yep, I slicked it down. Now I'm molding it down with my scarf. So what you see me doing here is just adding the braiding hair to my hair to braid the braid. I cut the hair in half, so you will see me adding smaller pieces at a time to create the braid. Like I said before, I just took this hairstyle down. I shampooed my hair and I reinstalled it the same exact way with the same exact hair, just a different parting. So I'm still adding piece by piece, and as I'm adding the small pieces, it is allowing it to get thicker and fuller, but not long. Because I cut it in half, you'll see like small little straggly pieces hanging out. The first time I did this braid, it was one whole piece and it was nice and smooth and continuous, no out of stray away hairs. And this part kind of matters, but it kind of doesn't matter because it's going to get covered up with hair extensions. And so that's why it kind of doesn't matter, but you don't want big hunks hanging out either. So just keep that in mind as to why I'm doing it this way. And plus I wanted a shorter braid, so that's why I'm using smaller pieces, because I wanted to not make as long as a ponytail as I did before in my previous style, because it was all the way down in my behind and I did not want it to be that long again. So I just basically shortened it and made it thicker. I really don't care about the braid because it's going underneath the hair. Before I was more concerned about it, but now I'm not. And I don't have a rubber band on me since I'm in the hotel, so I'm gonna take this piece of hair and kind of wrap it around and tie it in a knot. It's gonna be glued, so I'm not worried about it coming undone because it's about to be glued. I'm having a difficult time because I wear glasses and seeing something so close is kind of difficult. But, okay, this is my braid. I'm not concerned about the stray hairs. And the reason why is because when I wrap it, it's going to be so tight. You want to make sure that the tracks are really close to each other. I guess I could cut that off. But the tracks are going to be so close to each other that, like how you do invisible parts where they're just one on top of each other, to where you won't have to worry about anything sticking out. But I'm going to cut that part right there. And I'm not going to do too much cutting because my hair is incorporated in here, so I don't want no problem. I don't want to cut off a hunk of my own hair. And another thing is, my last braid, I had it longer than this. It was a short braid, but it was longer than this one. And my hairstyle ended up coming down to my butt. Literally. So I don't want my braid that long, or my ponytail that long this time. That's the reason why I cut the hair up and made it shorter. I'm in a hotel, like I said, so I cut the hair up and made it shorter so my braid wouldn't be that long, so my ponytail wouldn't be that long. And because I cut the hair in half, it's making my ponytail fatter, which is something I want too, because I got a lot of hair, so I'm just gonna wrap it close and make my ponytail more thicker and fuller. If you want your ponytail to be thick and full, then you make the braid thick. If you want the ponytail to be more slender and sleek, then you make the braid thinner. The thicker the braid, the heavier the ponytail. Remember that. And I'm using 8-inch hair. Let me show you the hair. This is hair that I already used, like I said. I took it down because I wanted to re-slick my ponytail down because it was getting a little frizzy. And I'm on vacation, so I want to wear my hair like this, but I'm just reinstalling. I used 1.5 packs of premium 2 hair in an 8-inch. I know you're looking like, oh my gosh, look at her hair is stiff. I really didn't put too much product on this hair at all this whole time that I've had it in here. But what I would recommend you to do is, because I use the whole pack of hair, cut the track in half. And what I mean by half is, you see this long width, cut it. It makes the winding process like 200 times more easier, because the shorter amount of hair you have to work with, the less likely you are to get it tangled. And it took me a long time to do this the first time, because the hair was in the way. When you get to wrapping it around and around and around, the hair gets in the way. So it makes it way more complicated. So this is what I'm doing. I have the glue. I slick my hair down with this to give my hair some shine, some moisture, to where it's not hard. This to really lay it down, and this to secure all the flyaways. Okay, and so this is how you do this. This is how you start this. So you're going to take this tracked hair. I'm sorry if I'm looking down. I'm not used to using my computer. Used to using my camera. So you take the track hair and you put glue on it. You want to start with a smidge at the corner. Oh my gosh. I'm pressed for time. I'm in real time for this. So help me, Lord, help me. This is a brand new thing, glue, so I don't even know why the nozzle is even tripping, to be honest. Try to make sure I don't get too much glue out at once, because getting too much glue on the hair at once makes it complicated as well, because the glue gets everywhere. So, excuse me, hold on. So this is the start of it. So you take this hair, see, look, already anyway. Take this hair and you're gonna put it at the base. Put it at the base of that. Boom. This shouldn't be too hard to glue, because this glue has already been used. This hair has already been used, so it shouldn't be hard to get this thing tacky again. So you're gonna glue a little bit, wrap. Glue a little bit, wrap. Glue a little bit, wrap. And if you do a little bit at a time, come on. Okay, here we go. See this? I put a little bit on there. Take it. Trying to get closer. So you can see this, how that's right there. You kind of go right above it, wrap it close. You're literally like wrapping it one on top of the other. I'm not using any heat or any blow dryer, because this glue should dry pretty quickly, so it eliminates the need for that. Because I'm using 8 inches, that's why I want it so close on top of each other. And then 2, I don't want it to be any mess. So I'm just gonna keep gluing, wrapping, gluing, wrapping. Try not to get too much glue on here, because the more glue you put on there, like I said, the more messier it gets. So okay. And you see how that's turning? This is the reason why you cut the tracks in half, because when that stuff gets to turning while you're turning this around, it makes the whole process extra difficult. And see, I got all this hair to work with. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna have my sister help me, because we're kind of pressed on time. If I wasn't pressed for time, then I would do this myself. But because we're pressed for time, I'm gonna need some help. But if you look at it from the bottom, even though it's 8 inches, look where this 8 inches hits. See, past my breast. This is where it ends, which is a good length of a ponytail. So we're going to glue and wrap, and I will be right back when we get to the top. Okay, if you guys can see that this ponytail is still pretty long, past my breast. This is the finish. After wrapping it and all that jazz, this is it. Boom, look, looks nice and full, right? So my tips for this is turn this off. One thing is to make sure you wrap tight. So as you're wrapping, pull, wrap, pull, wrap, pull to make that part tight. And then, like I told you before, make sure that you have one track on top of each other, on the other, one track on top of the other. The thicker the braid, the heavier the ponytail will be. I went for the fuller approach because I made a shorter braid. What I'm gonna do is kind of spray a little oil on it and kind of flat iron it a little bit to make it a little more sleek. And I'm gonna get ready and I'll take pictures and I will insert it in the video. If you like what you see after I have the finished result, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in all my other tutorials. If you have any questions, please ask me and I will answer whatever I need to answer. Just make sure that you watch, look, and learn. That's it. Bye.
I've been thinking about you all day. Thinking about you feel like foreplay. I'ma do whatever you say, sexy. Been without you gone on 4 days. Don't know how much that I'm gon' take. If it's mine, then baby, don't